horror conventions happening this week.
And now, on to Pennsylvania. And this is going to be the Living Dead Weekend in Monroeville 2026. It's going to be from June 12th to the 14th, so 3 days. And it's actually going to be held at the Pittsburgh Marriott North in Cranberry Township, PA. Website is creepyclassics.com. And that'll be listed at the top, as I always say, right up there or somewhere. And along with that, this con is one where there's a couple things happening with this one this year that I think some people should know. That the con is trying to also trying to save the mall where a major portion of the movie was actually filmed. Let me bring up the website here so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. It was the Monroeville Mall where the movie was actually filmed. And so the movie was Dawn of the Dead in the 80s. And there's actually a lot of people that you would be surprised that were in this movie. And we'll go over who's going to be appearing. This is actually the largest get-together of some of the cast from the movie. So what they're trying to do is save the mall. There's actually a zombie museum there in, I think, front or right inside, and all kinds of different things. And it's pretty cool. And you can see that you could go take tours inside the mall. And then there'll be a dead walk as well. And here are some of the people that will be there. So we've got Scott Reininger, Ken Forey. He was in all kinds of different movies in the 80s, 90s. Galen Ross, Michael Gornick, Tom Savini. Tom Savini is also another one that was in tons of movies, horror movies, in the 80s and 90s. Definitely, he'll be there as well. John Harrison. And if you don't know the name Greg Nicotero, you should. He is from Walking Dead. He is the one that got the Walking Dead in the series. He's done a fantastic job. I actually met him at the one Cleveland Horror Con. Very nice gentleman. I can't say more than that. He was just, there was no rush. He was very nice to meet with and down to earth to talk with. Very nice guy. So if you haven't met him, he's one to actually meet. And then we've got Nick Mastandrea. He's been in all tons of stuff in all kinds of different shows. You can take a look at his IMDb on that one. And we've got Jim Baffico and Paul Musser, Joey Baffico, and John Amplis, Jim Crett, Warner Shook. And as you can see, there's a ton of people that are going to be in this one. This one's huge. Roy from Keys, Tasso Stavrakis. I had to think about that one. And then Bob McLucci and Sharon Hill, Richard France, Jeannie Jeffries, and Michael DeLise, Kathleen Feeney, Lenny Lies. Are they related? I wonder. And Marty Schiff, Bill Smith, Tony, Bubba. I mean, the list just goes on. And so you can see here as I scroll down for all the different people that were in the movie are going to be there. And the list is huge. So this is definitely a rare con where a lot of the people that were in the movie are going to be there for you to meet them. So definitely one. And I think it's also helping them with trying to keep the mall, if I'm not mistaken. don't quote me on that, but I think that was one of the things I was reading that was an issue that they're trying to figure out. But so, like I said, this is where George Romero's movie Dawn of the Dead was filmed. If you haven't seen it, definitely one to go see, or watch, when you have the opportunity, and try and spot everybody. So it's definitely one, that you might want to check out for sure. And of course, it was from the 80s, but have fun with it. Zombie movies are meant to have fun, and sure, they're horror and things to be grossed out at, or just think about. For me, for the different horror movies that I watch, I wonder what kind of effects they use. I hate when they go overboard on CGI and they don't use regular special effects and different ways to make the horror more real. And I think that and I hope that art never gets lost, and the ability to film these movies that way, it never goes by the wayside, because it's definitely, sometimes you get, how in the world did they do that? And you go back and you kind of try to figure that out. So along with the con, you've got the Living Dead Museum. And then I guess from what I can see here is the Evil Dead Workshed is going to be there from the movie Evil Dead 2. Again, as I was talking about previously, the Living Dead Museum will be there. And there's a lot of hotels in the area to stay at. So there should be a problem getting a room if you want to stay the night, enjoy 2 days of the con. And it's one that, if you've never been, definitely it's worth attending. So there's just going to be a lot to do, but check it out. Go to the website and see for yourself. And that con is definitely going to be a fun one.